Hey, Gardeners, it's Cubicle de Vez with Eve's Garden Podcast.
Hi, it's Sistah Shay.
Hey, y'all, it's Janique. Hey, it's Lady D.
Okay, guys, ladies, we're going to be discussing the Botham Jean and Amber Guyger case.
Oh, Jesus.
It's a tough one.
Right. For those gardeners that don't know about the case, I'm just going to do a quick recap. Botham Jean was killed by the police officer, which was a white female, September 6, 2008, in Dallas, Texas. His cause of death was considered manslaughter. No, that was murder.
That's right.
All the way.
He was 26 years old and he was a businessman. That's all they said as far as what he did for a living, that he was a businessman. Okay, so we all know that Amber Guyger got charged and was only sentenced to 10 years. Mm-hmm. What do y'all feel about that?
That's crazy. I'm sorry. It's not fair because, unfortunately, if the roles were reversed.
Meaning if it was a black man.
If it was a black man, meaning, unfortunately, yes, race does play a part in this. But if it was a black man and a white woman.
Oh,
he would have got life. And that's just being real.
Well, there was a case where a black man got sentenced to 45 years for killing a police dog.
Right.
And she was only sentenced to 10 years.
And that's not
for
fair.
Killing a human.
Well, that goes back to the way they value us as black people. Yep. A dog's life is more important than ours, But times are changing. We're changing. We're waking up. There's a lot of us that are waking up from this. And I'm so glad that we're waking up finally, According to the social media, I'm reading my notes now. They named her, the judge Tammy Kemp, Mammy Tammy. And they did that because of the way she acted afterwards in the courtroom.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that something? You all saw that. We all saw it.
Mammy Tammy.
Mammy Tammy. Mammy.
That's her. That's the new name they gave her.
Social media name for her, Mammy Tammy, and I'm gonna call her that from now on.
Yeah. Yes. I'm not trying to put another black woman down, but I'm tight about Mammy Tammy getting off the damn bench and going to console this white girl, murderer,
convicted.
What it goes to show you is that there's not a white line, a black line, it's a blue line, and that's what they see first. Your officer of the court. So they have compassion for her.
But do you think with that as well, though, too, it might have been where Amber might have been in her courtroom before to where, okay, well, she used to work for me. So unfortunately,
they know each other.
But regardless, you went out of your way to console her and no one consoled Botham Jean's mom. Nobody hugged her.
You're right.
Nobody patted her back.
You're right.
No one went over there to speak to her. Everybody was surrounded by Amber, and she's the murderer.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's
convicted.
Like
convicted murderer.
Convicted for 10 years.
10 years is nothing.
Isn't that like you only have to be a charge? What's the least amount she has to do? 5 years?
5 years. Yeah, I think at least half.
Oh my God. For a man, an innocent man. Life. Now, what's the bailiff name that went and consoled her?
I don't think they named
her head.
No name.
They didn't release her name.
They didn't release her name yet. But me as a fellow correction officer, if I would have stroked any inmate's hair, I would have been written up, if not terminated. So I think that's another thing between Mammy Tammy and we got to think of a name for the
Yeah, she needs a name too.
Yeah, we're gonna get a name for you too.
We'll think of one before.
B-word bailiff.
Yeah.
Something. We're going to get a name for you too. See, in addition to, according to USA Today, a national atheist group filed a complaint with the Texas State Commission's alleging misconduct from the judge by her passing the Bible and speaking scripture to her. So I'm like, okay.
Oh,
wow. That's deep. So they're going to take her job for that. They're going to take her job because, she's not supposed to do that. And like we said.
Because she gave the Bible. Not because she got off the bench and consoled her.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
She could hug her all she wants.
But now they're saying that this is normal for this judge to do. She gets off the bench and hugs defendants, but that's family
court.
This is a case of murder.
Why didn't she hug the mother?
Right.
That's my number one
That's the
concern.
argument. Well, that's what she does. She's compassionate. She consoles, victims, defendants, plaintiffs. No.
That's unfair.
This is a murder case. This is a murder case. This is not family court where you're bringing fathers with their kids or mothers back with their kids and they got a compassionate, you feel compassion for them. This is a murder case. What do you feel about the brother forgiving Amber?
Well, to begin with, his statement was deep. Unfortunately, us as Black people, we're always willing to forgive.
We are.
And
too forgiving.
Too quick.
Too. And unfortunately, in this situation, we can't say what we would do because we're not them.
Right.
But, his message and just telling her, hey, let God handle you. I felt that, but then when you asked the judge, hey, can I please hug her?
He begged her. Please.
He begged her.
I kind of feel like Amber came into the courtroom. She got loved on.
Yep.
She got hugged on.
Yep.
They forgave her.
Yep.
They gave her a hug.
Yep.
Like she went in there like that was a Destiny's Child reunion.
She feels
that's what really happened.
She feels like
Beyonce.
an honorary.
She was Beyonce.
Black person.
The judge was Tina. The brother was Damn Kelly. I mean, the bailiff was Michelle.
Okay,
it was a Destiny's Child reunion.
You're right.
Because no one really fought for his life. I mean, minus this 10 years, no one offered the family anything.
There's women, Black women that's in jail just for, with the wanting their kids to go to a better school.
That's right.
And they're getting 5 years, 7 years off of that.
Or how about the lady that stole her jacket for $150-something and she got life?
Exactly.
She's a Black lady.
Well, what about the one that shot up in the air and got 25 years?
She just got off. I think I heard she just got off.
Good.
Okay, well, that's good.
But she still did jail time.
You're right.
Unnecessary.
You're right.
She has a record now.
Yeah. Back to the family forgiving, right? Family forgiveness. Now, like you said, you don't know what you would do when you're in that situation. But when somebody does something to you and they say, just forgive them so you can move forward, so you don't carry that hate, right? But I don't think I'm that mature enough. I'm not that mature.
He was very
not
mature.
right now to forgive anybody that takes anything from me. Damn near my kid, my brother, my brother. No, I can't do it.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with the forgiveness. If he is a Christian, he is following the Christian principles, and that's fine. But it just is disheartening for you to go above and beyond. I don't know, to go above and beyond to reach out and to ask to give her a hug. I mean, I don't know. It just looked real televised, just real showy. I don't know. It's like, I did feel like, okay, yeah, he's going to forgive her. But at the same time, it was just like, maybe it's just foreign for us because we are human. And I wouldn't be able to just be like, oh, I forgive you. Let alone walk over there and act. Can I hug her? I don't know.
It came off like begging.
Like a Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah.
Because he hugged her for almost a minute.
Yeah.
And how about how she ran into his arm?
Right. Does that make you think I'm just thinking outside the box? Do they really know each other as a family?
Now, this is my thing. This is my theory.
It's a little bit of tea.
Yeah. This is no. We plant seeds and whack weeds. So we about to whack some damn weeds right now. Okay. This is my theory. I don't want to hear nobody's mouth about it. This is what I think. Not on behalf of them, but on behalf of Cuba Court of S. What I feel is they had some type of relationship.
Okay.
I really do. No, you're not going to find cell phone records that they talked, they communicated. Remember, a lot of things was covered up on her behalf. So how do we know that they covered that up, that they had some type of relationship? But do I need to talk to you via phone when you live downstairs?
No.
So if I'm smashing you, I just know I just got to come upstairs, and his best friend is a white girl.
Exactly.
So he probably likes white girls. Women. I don't know. But it just is the whole story of I went into the wrong apartment and I thought it was my apartment. Now, from what they said, the apartment is I'm sure they have steps, but they normally take an elevator.
Elevator, right.
If she lives on the 3rd floor and he's on the 4th, he has a red plate doormat. She has none. Now, I believe that if the door was open, cracked, he was most likely left it open because he knew she was coming. They said he was in his underwear. He had a bowl of ice cream. Like he was relaxing, like he suspected someone.
Like Bae was coming.
Yeah, like his girl was coming. I don't know if she, he ended it or something. But it was definitely, they had something. And she thought that she was going to get away with just saying, I thought I was in the wrong apartment. I thought that was somebody. Once the door opens, whether he opened it or it was
what's in your house.
ajar or whatever, you know what's in your house.
Exactly.
So that means that you had your weapon in your hand already.
It was something.
And
she didn't announce who she was.
And they didn't say that.
She didn't announce that she's an officer or anything.
Nothing.
And I'm going back to what you said. Renee Hall is the Dallas chief of police.
Yes.
She has launched an internal investigation regarding to the police cover-up and the evidence tampering. So if you're saying that could be...
They could have...
It could have been
the cell
something
phone
else.
records could have covered that.
That's right.
And to act as if they're doing that to prove that they didn't know each other. She really did think she was going into a wrong apartment. My bad. She really thought she was going into her own apartment. So they have to say they don't know each other.
Right.
They don't know each other. Because if they say that they know each other, then it's going to be
other
speculations that they were smashing.
That's right. He dumped her. And she got mad.
Can't see how she thought
she shot.
I just can't see
that's just my theory.
Yeah.
I just really can't see how she didn't know this was not her apartment.
Right.
I mean, prime example. We walked to the wrong car yesterday.
We did.
We walked to the wrong car yesterday. We looked in. Oh, that's not us. Let's get away.
Yep.
Wow.
We
She
did.
walked
It was
into
a black
someone
Malibu.
else's apartment.
And I'm hitting the button. Why didn't unlock it? Then I saw a water bottle. I'm like, oh,
That
this
ain't
us.
us.
Okay.
Within seconds.
And we turned around
And we took
walked to
our
our
ass
car.
to our car.
So you telling me you came home from work, you tired. You just opened the door. So you didn't have to unlock it, okay? Because if it was unlocked, you just walked on in and it's a picture of something. It's something that is
even a
identifiable.
smell of your home.
Exactly.
That's true.
Because is he Haitian? Is that why his last name is Jean? Like Botham Jean?
I think so.
Okay, so if he is
some type of Caribbean,
right?
They're
There's
from St.
incense,
Lucia.
there's
St. Lucia.
candles, there are different, scents that come with,
It doesn't make sense.
But here's an even bigger kicker. If you got off on the wrong floor, you know what's in your hallway.
You're right.
That's true.
Right.
You know what's in your hallway.
It don't make sense.
It doesn't add up.
It doesn't
at all.
make sense. And then what's even sadder is that the eyewitness,
The witness in the case.
Joshua Brown,
Yes.
was killed Friday.
Mm.
And his own parking deck
Getting
of
out his car.
Getting out his car. And they shot him in the mouth,
Jesus.
which means, nigga, shut up.
That's a
Right.
message.
Shut
That
that was
up.
a message.
That's the way the Willie Lynch
That's a
tactics do.
Uh-huh.
They display stuff so all the other Negroes.
So we are
all the other
we
Negroes
won't
are
never
scared.
do
We
this
scared.
right.
And
We
guess
are
what?
never gonna speak up again
guess
on
what?
another case.
And
that's-
she's gonna appeal that.
Yeah.
And that's
gonna
how she
appeal it
and
and
that's how
probably
she's
get
gonna
off.
get that
Yep.
lesser time
Yep.
because
Yep.
the main witness
Yep.
is dead.
Because he said that he heard her knocking on the door saying, "Let me in." So that doesn't go with her story of the door was ajar. So
Or her key.
then how was
She said
her?
either the key,
But she said, see, that's the thing. It was a couple things they said.
Wow.
The door was ajar. Then another thing was the key didn't work. So either way, he let you in, or let's just say the door was ajar. You still know this is not your
place.
house. You cannot tell me they did not know each other. I'm sorry.
It's a connection missing.
But they, what they did was they shut him up. And that is sad.
All the way.
20-something years old. And like you said, now they're going to use that and appeal it. And she'll get off. She may have to do a year, if that.
And isn't there a young lady who was a witness?
Bunny.
Bunny.
She has
lost her job.
That's right. I did see
because she got the
all the
video
people of color
of
in
her
this
pacing.
situation
Has lost
their livelihood or their life.
Or their life.
And Amber just got 10 years.
And they all
some
black.
hugs, some kisses.
And they all black.
Honey, I can't.
Right.
They're all black.
Black America needs to wake up
Yep.
and see what's happening all over the world, really, that this is just something that they threw out for us to watch. And we're supposed to get scared.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, I buy black. I buy in my community.
Yep.
I spend my money in my community. And I will continue to do that from now on, because I believe we can do the Black Wall Street at a much greater rate as the way we did it before.
Yeah.
I really believe
can.
That.
Like this is another topic, but y'all might hate me for this too. The worst thing that happened to Black people was integration.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
And that's another topic.
Like you said, another topic.
Another
different
topic.
day.
Different day.
Yes.
Different day. But back to this case. She may get some I ain't gonna say street justice, but jail justice. They gonna get her in jail.
Of course
but
they are.
not if they have her under protective order because she's
that
a
don't
cop.
matter.
Well,
as a
she's
former
Rikers
correction officer,
Excuse me.
there's a way that you can do it away from the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Because I tell you, I was bad. I'm not saying no more.
So you're saying the COs may get her?
Oh yeah.
Or I'm saying inmates.
Oh no. I mean, either way, we could turn our head and let the inmate
let
get
it
her.
happen. Leave
Or
that door open.
That's right.
Get to
or they could pay an officer that to come in and do something to her.
That the white guy don't know
if she don't kill herself from being in there.
Because
month.
when cops go in,
they can't handle it.
They get it bad.
They cannot handle it at all.
They may protect her that first few months, but after a while, they're gonna
let her adjust,
just like they did the white guy. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. The one that went into the church and killed the 9 Black people.
Dylan Roof.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dylan
Roof.
I think
they got him in.
Did he get a Whopper before he went?
Yeah, they took him to Burger King.
Oh yeah.
He got a Whopper. He got a Whopper before he went in.
Yeah.
I'm serious. He went into the church, killed the people, and then
they took him to get.
They was like, "Well, we're gonna put you to jail, but let me get you a number one real quick. Let me hold you down before you go down."
Yeah, it's so sad, but that's what they think of us. Like you said earlier, we're waking up. We're waking up slowly, and it's sad that people have to die in order for us to wake up. But and the sad thing is, what's the pastor? The one that's working with the family.
Oh my gosh, I don't.
The one he was on Trayvon Martin's case.
I don't think he's a pastor. He's an attorney.
Oh, he's an attorney.
He's a local attorney.
He has a bald head.
Crump
I think it's Crump. I think it's Crump.
Yeah.
Yep.
Attorney Crump from Atlanta. He's from Georgia.
Yeah.
And he is so awesome. He's like the Southern Al Sharpton. And I love him because everything that he does is for our people.
Right.
But I did notice that there's a difference when people are convicted up north and when they're convicted down in the south. Up north, they tear stuff up.
Oh, yeah,
they tear stuff up.
Yeah.
And down here, it's like, okay.
No, what they do is they let us protest. Okay, we're going to give them that. We're going to let them protest. Because they was ready to protest.
They were.
If Guyger didn't.
In Texas.
Yeah, they was ready. But they let us do that. But what's after that?
Nothing.
What's after the protest?
I think everyone shuts down.
It's easy.
Everyone shuts down.
Martin Luther King Jr. gave us the blueprint.
That's right.
Economical boycott. We can get to take this country back because it is ours because we built it.
That's right.
So it's simple, but we don't have any leaders.
I was about to say we don't have any leaders
that is willing to lead that charge because they have put fear
in everyone,
in our people, and our men. So we have an Al Sharpton, or Jesse Jackson, but they only go so far.
That's right.
And all they do is the protest. What's after that?
That's true.
I mean, we can literally say, all right, we're not going to nobody get gas just today. Fill your tank up for the week on Sunday. As of Sunday, don't buy no gas only for Monday. I'm telling you, they will fall in line.
We'll shut it down.
We will shut it down. That's just one day, one thing.
It'll make a difference.
Yeah. And I don't understand why no one with the bigger platform has even suggested that.
Because they're
other
all
than
afraid.
fear.
They're afraid.
I think the younger generation, because I teach high school, and the younger generation, they want to fight.
Yeah, they do.
And that's the thing. They want to, they're the Malcolm X of what's going on. And of course, without the leaders doing anything past the protesting, they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
Other than
fighting.
Yeah.
And the things that happen do ignite you to fight.
Yeah.
Build that anger.
It is, and they are woke. They do understand what's going on.
They do.
You know, but again, like you said, there's no
leaders that's willing
there's no way to really. And when we did see like football player take a knee.
Kaepernick.
When we seen him and he went and he stuck with it, and we didn't even
and two other brothers as well.
We didn't boycott football really.
No,
a little bit we did, a little bit, but no, we didn't.
Yeah,
we can't commit to anything, and I don't think that's
we're not disciplined enough. But that's what that is.
But I don't think it's the 18-year-olds. I don't think
no,
it's
me
them.
Either.
It is the older people who aren't woke or don't like the confrontation. It's a different type of feeling. That's anxiety. There's things that they can't control. The younger generation, they are ready to just go off on demand. If they had somebody to really lead them, it would be a little Black Panther party.
That's true.
Right.
So it's just.
I'm gonna give you a brief story. So when the Trayvon Martin case was going on, me, my husband, and a couple other people that I knew, we was like, okay, let's just boycott Coca-Cola. Just Coca-Cola. So what I did was I made a list of everything Coca-Cola products.
That was a long list.
Simply Lemonade. They have a lot of stuff.
Right.
It's not just the soda.
Right.
I posted everything on Facebook. I have over 1,000, maybe almost 2,000 friends and family on Facebook. So I had about, out of 2,000, maybe about only 6 people liked it, right?
Right.
But let me put on there, y'all like my lipstick? What do you think about? I mean, just a bull BS, post. Just something stupid. Oh, you get hundreds and hundreds of likes, but something that serious, like, okay, let's just try something. Nothing. 6 likes. But I was getting messages through Messenger,
of course,
or my personal phone, like, yeah, I'm down, yeah, let's do it. But they're scared to even put out there.
They want to talk behind the scenes.
House Negroes.
That's the
House Negroes.
But a lot of it is because of you could put something revolutionary on Facebook and it's gonna be gone. Or you'll be gone.
Suspended.
So people don't like to speak up because they don't want. And there's a lot of instances where there have been judges or Black police or Black somebodies that have stuck up for a cause and they dead.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, all right, I'm gonna put my foot forward.
Yeah.
I have a group of people helping me. I got people that's really dedicated. And then the head Negro dies.
Then
I'm not going to step up.
They're not going to step up.
Yeah.
They're not going to take
they scatter.
They're not going to step it up.
They don't want that responsibility.
They don't want that. It's okay if you want to risk your life, but I really don't. So I'm going to stand behind you. So if you go down, I'm not stepping.
I already know to turn around.
I'm not doing it. I ain't doing it. I'm not risking that.
But this is the thing, and I'm going to be real.
It's willing to risk that our lives for the cause.
And a lot of people
It's like with the Black Panther Party. We're getting off subject, but with the Black Panther Party, they was taking anybody that wanted to wear that black coat and that beret hats, and just because they had Black faces, but they wasn't with the cause.
No.
And that's what infiltrated our Black Panthers at that time, and that's what took us down. Because every Black person is not down for the cause. So
or
you have to take the group of people that that are
hardcore.
Yeah. And start in your community. Go to City Hall. Go to your meetings. Go to, you know what I'm saying? And start in your community locally.
That's where it starts.
That's really where it
starts.
counts. I can care less who's president. What that gonna do? That don't really do much. I got to start in my community.
Yeah.
For my people, for my children.
When I met Cuba, I told her how I used to go to protesting, and I used to do, and I have protested with Al Sharpton in New York, and she was like, "What does that do? What does that do?" And I was like, "Yeah, protest." She was like, "But what does it do, Sistah Shay?" And I was like, "You know what? Nothing."
I was like, "What's after that?"
Yeah. Nothing.
What's after
They
that?
did nothing.
Nothing.
And then it was like economical boycott. And I was like, you know what? That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That's
But
what Rosa Parks
we
did.
have to be disciplined. See, people don't realize that the boycott that Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King Jr. did, they don't realize that was over a year process. That wasn't a couple days.
It didn't
that
happen
wasn't
overnight.
a couple weeks.
And we don't even hear that part.
They don't tell you that part.
And they
that
chose
was over
Rosa.
a year.
They chose Rosa
They
as
chose
Rosa
they tried
to
it with
be
another
the
lady
face.
first.
They tried it with someone else. And I think it was a teenage girl, and I think
they chose
she was darker
Rosa.
complexion.
She was darker complexion.
And they said that she was
It was
not
a
going to
plan.
be as effective.
Yep.
So they had to use
They chose her.
Rosa.
That's right.
It was light
But it
skin.
wasn't even Rosa was not the chosen one. It was someone
It was
else.
somebody else.
It took a long time. But sometimes I guess Martin knew you have to use a representative.
Yeah.
Someone that's gonna look at her.
Yep.
And that's
It's
what
true.
they did.
So they don't tell you that that was over a year process. You know, and we was walking in groups. People that had cars was picking up, you know, their fellow neighbors or co-workers. But that took time. But we have to be disciplined enough. But with the power of social media, all we have to do, one person, send a tweet out. Hey, we even if a third of us stick to that one day of not buying something, we will shut it down.
Make a difference.
They will fall in line because the question is, well, what are we supposed to do? Or what are we going to do? How can we get police brutality to stop? They're killing our fathers, brothers, sons, you know, cousins, uncles. Economical boycott. That's the only thing they understand. That's the only thing the powers of the understand. It ain't white. It ain't black. It ain't brown. It ain't yellow. It's the green.
It's green.
It's green. And back to the Amber Guyger case and the Botham Jean case, it shows you. This case clearly tells you this was not about she white, he black. It's about that blue line. Because the judge, the bailiff, they are all officers of the court. The judge, the bailiff, and Amber. All of them. So they're gonna console her because that's what they do. Is that blue line is first.
That's right.
You know, and I mean, we could go on and on and on.
Right.
But I'm going to wrap it up. Y'all got any last words y'all want to say?
No.
Just pray for the family.
I just want to hug them.
You know, it's actually both families now.
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, we've lost 2 young men. Two to this, unfortunately, case.
One case.
Over one young lady. So, you know, just keep the family. We're going to try to keep the family in prayer. You know, let's just try to be positive. Unfortunately, you know, it's a negative situation. But hey, just bring it to light. Educate your children. Educate your young men. You know, let them know, hey,
who we are,
what we represent, what they stand for.
We come where all of that. Yeah, we were kings and queens. We were, but all they teach, even in my generation, we were slaves. Like we had no history before that. You know, so our black boys, black young men, they don't know who they are.
They don't.
And, you know, parents,
and religion plays a part of this too, you know. And I always say all the time, there's a difference between religion and relationship. Always. I always say that because once I got deprogrammed from religion, I realized, wait a minute, it didn't take all that stuff, you know. Yeah, I can love you, but you stay over there and I'm going to stay over here. I forgive you, but don't touch me. Don't come near me because I still might hurt you, you know. And every place that I was reading in the Bible so far, they were radical. They were warriors.
They were.
The people in there were warriors. They weren't like, oh, you know, okay, smack me, keep on smacking me. I forgive you. No. They pick up their spears and they hurt people, you know. So that's another topic. Religion.
Forgiveness. And religion versus relationship. Yeah, that'll be really good.
And me coming out of a cult, because I was in that cult mentality, you know, and that's something else. I got off subject. Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry. But we that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk back and forth. But it's all about Amber Guyger, Botham Jean, black, white. So different topics are going to come up. You know, because of different feelings.
We bring up the black boys and the black men because they get killed, but there are black women that are killed
yes.
as well.
And and there are black women that are disappearing.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Nobody is doing coverage on them.
That's right.
There are black women that are being murdered.
Yep. Snatched up off the street.
I mean, Sandra Bland, like the young lady that was shot with her child in the house.
Right.
There are a lot, like
it's a lot of stories.
know the law. Please study
Know
the
the
law
law.
in
You
your
have to.
city.
Yep.
You have to.
Know what you have to
Your rights.
know your rights because that's very important. I mean, we talk to our children about, know yourself and, get an education and things like that. But it's very important to teach them to know that they are black.
Right.
And that this is not a black world.
Yep.
And that you're going to
It's not.
step out of your black house
Mm-hmm.
And be reminded you black.
you black. Right?
Every
Because I
day.
love you. I'm going to love on you. I'm going to love you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you walk out that door, nobody loves you.
That's
Right.
And you have to walk with authority,
With purpose.
with purpose, and know your rights.
Know your rights, but that you have to know who you are. If you're not being
Exactly.
taught who you are, how can you walk out your house with your head high with confidence and you don't know who you are?
Exactly.
You're not.
Right.
You're not. All you've been programmed to think was y'all were slaves and you need to be lucky that we let y'all get this, and that now. But they don't, for instance, a lot of people don't know Beethoven,
Right.
classical music. That was a black man.
That's a black man.
Wow.
That was a black man. We started classical music. We started math and science. We started everything. So we're gonna have a topic and discuss that and things like that who we are, and if you don't know that, you cannot walk outside your house proud.
Right.
You're gonna walk out, you think all your history is I come from slavery. Like we was taken. So we don't know. Now we have ancestry. Now we have African ancestry. Where we can go find, what we are. But we were snatched. We don't know.
And told a history.
And told
Right.
a history. And told a religion.
His story.
Right.
And told our children what they want them to know. Their history, their story, not ours. So we have to, do our due diligence
As parents.
and not even just as parents, as
Aunties,
people, aunties, uncles, cousins,
cousins.
A community.
A
That's right.
community.
Right. The village. I was
The
just going to
village, 'cause
say,
the village
I
done-
love the fact when I was growing up, because I'm the senior here. And when I was growing up, I knew who was next door.
Right.
I knew that's what's name mommy.
Yep.
And I better behave because she will smack me just
Yep.
like my mother.
Yep.
So I think we should know our neighbors now. We should get
Yeah.
back to knowing who's next door, seeing if they're okay. You never know who's struggling.
Right.
We might need a loaf of bread,
Right.
and we have the abundance. We've been
rebuild the
blessed.
village.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I believe in getting back to that. If he no, I was going to say.
What you was gonna say?
I was going to say, if he want to make America great again, we can go back to that.
Hello.
Right.
Yeah.
Rebuild
Right.
rebuild
the
the
village.
villages.
That's right. To rebuild the village. But
That's why, because 45 is in office. That's why all these cops, aka white supremacists, they think they just out here wilding now.
Mhm.
'Cause
Well,
they
it's
got
called-
number
Who gonna stop
45
them?
in the damn office. So yeah.
Who
Yeah.
gonna stop them? Nobody.
Well, it's called the King Alfred Plan. There's two plans that
Yes.
they have
Yep.
made called King Alfred Plan and Agenda 21.
Mhm.
We're going to do some more research on
Yep.
that, and
We
we're going to
already
get back
started
to you and get
saying
back
that.
to you about that. But just by saying Agenda 21 and King Alfred Plan, one of them, I don't know which one exactly, tells you about the cops and what they are instructed to do.
Mhm.
And I
Yep.
was like, oh my gosh, when I read this years ago,
Yeah.
Right.
and I said, they're planning
Yeah.
this. They're
Yeah.
planning this.
We're gonna do more research on that and bring that to the table. But I'm gonna close this up, ladies. We're gonna pray for the family.
Yes.
The family of Botham Jean, of course, even the
course.
family of Amber Guyger.
Right.
We'll pray for them too, because in a sense they did lose somebody. But and Joshua Brown,
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
and even the girl Bunny. I don't know her last name, but even for her and for her safety,
Right.
you know,
Hopefully she
So-
finds employment again.
right?
Yes.
Start our own business. It's time to
Because
start
she
your own
lost
business.
her credentials.
No, she lost her
Everything.
credentials.
Really?
Because she
They
got
took
it through
everything.
the company, and they took
They
even her
snatched
credentials.
everything from her.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
But that's what they do.
that's yeah,
Exactly.
That's
That's what they do. That's why it's time
Strip
for
you
us to
naked.
start our
Yep.
own.
Mhm.
Start your
Start
own.
our own.
That's where
Hire
we
our
start.
own. And
Employ our
employ
own.
our own. Yep.
everything our
buying
own.
your own.
Buy your own. And when you go somewhere and they ain't treating you right, don't
Leave.
shop there.
That's right.
They follow you in the store, leave.
Walk out.
Don't still buy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why they think they could treat us any kind of way, because we take it and we still go there.
Right.
Religion
Like
says
I said,
forgive.
that's another subject.
Yep.
So anyhow, we're going to close this out. Thank you guys for listening. Let us know what you feel in the comments. Email us. Go subscribe, like, and share. Eve's Garden Podcast 2019. Thank you. We love y'all.
Bye.
Bye, gardeners.